Hi. Oh my goodness, okay, please. Hi. Hello, everyone. Good day from Kumasi. I hope you're all doing well. Like with one hand, I'm trying to push my son from coming into my video while I'm trying to introduce myself as well. Anyway, it's all good. Hi, those watching on Instagram. It's nice to come your way. And on Facebook as well. Let's see some comments from Facebook as well. Hi, Nina. Hello, Sewa. Hi. Nina, I feel like I've missed you, Pa. I hope all is well. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm getting hot already. Yay. So that's really nice of you guys. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Amma Duncan. I am a corporate trainer, business coach, and founder of the Fabulous Woman Network. And I am also the host, I like to say host, of Mind Your Business. This is a show where we talk about business, and it's for small businesses, especially women in business. But of course, if you're a man too, feel free to join because we are talking about business. Today, we are talking about business goal setting made easy. I did share a tool, a worksheet that I'm going to really be explaining. So if you've downloaded it, that's amazing. You can look on as we go. If you haven't already, I shared the link to this freebie. I shared it. Maybe I should share it again, actually. So yeah, I'm going to share it to both Instagram. And if you're watching on Instagram and you are going to be watching the replay, you can get the freebie in our link in bio. The freebie is called Business Goal Setting Worksheet or Template. I think it's template. So I've shared it in on Instagram as well. But please let me know who is watching and where you're watching from. Your name, well, your name I think will appear, but where are you watching from? I know someone is watching from Toronto and I have Accra. I am here in Kumasi and Paris. Please do not confuse me when I'm trying to mind my own business. You see how this is? No, Paris, let me finish. Okay, guys, I need a studio that I can actually lock and then none of my kids will come and interrupt when I'm trying to do my show. This is serious business for mommy, yeah? Today I was asking Troy, so do you want mommy to make money or do you want mommy to play with you? He was like, it's difficult because I want both. But then when I'm working, allow me to work so that when it's time to play, we play. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's just by the way. So if you haven't gotten the template, please fabhub.lpages.co.blah blah 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 blah. The link is in the bio or I've added it to the comment so you can get it. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for joining us from Canada and to all the other lovely people watching on Instagram as well. Yeah, I see quite a number on Instagram. Thank you all for joining. And please tell your friends and your friends that Amma Duncan is live as usual. She's doing jab, and this time she's talking about business goal setting. So if you're like me, then you are planning for quarter one of 2021, which is January to Paris. Yeah. January to March. So I usually do my goals in quarters. It helps me to plan and then, be able to really focus. That's what works for me. And basically, that's what I'm going to share. So if you've downloaded the worksheet, you see it. Hi, everyone. Hi, I see. Oh, maybe I should just wait a minute before I start so those joining can catch up. Okay, so let me just reintroduce myself just in case you're now joining. My name is Amma Duncan. I am founder of the Fabulous Woman Network. I'm a corporate trainer. I'm a business coach. I do group coaching for startups. I do one-on-one coaching, and basically we focus on starting our own businesses, the basics. so that you can get to make your first few sales and all that. And I'm very passionate about seeing an Africa in which women in business are empowered to create wealth and impact people. So that's what I do for a living. Hi, Samuela. Hi. Doris and everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, I have 25 more minutes to go. So like I'm going to race through this, but get the template. Please get the template so that in your own quiet period you can plan. I did mine yesterday so I planned for January to March yesterday, or was it? Yeah, yesterday was Monday. That's when I did mine, and it's the same template I use that I'm sharing with you. Rosemond says it's not showing in your inbox and not spam. Wow. Okay, Rosemond. So usually if it's not in your inbox, it should be. So now I'm confused. Um, Please, can we talk backdoor when I'm done? Okay. No, so Rosemond, is it that you don't see an email from Amadankan at all? Or you can't, when you click on download, it's not coming. But anyway, let's talk backdoor, please. And if any one of you has also had this kind of problem, just send me a message. Let me deal with it, okay, please. Okay, so yeah, what do I mean by business goal setting made easy? This template, I designed it for small businesses because usually when you are small, the team is usually small. Sometimes it's even just you. And ideally, this template will be great if you're using it with someone else and brainstorming. I remember yesterday thinking, oh, I wish I had someone else. I mean, I have people I brainstorm with, but for this particular exercise, I had to do it alone. And so I felt, I felt it would be great to have someone. So if you have like an accountability partner or something, this will be a good exercise to do with them. But if you're on your own too, I've designed it such that you should be able to use it on your own. Pretend when you are using it that you are brainstorming with me. I'm sitting there with you and we are thinking together about the different things that you want to do between January and March 2021. Oh, and by the way, I am sure you know that my course, Facebook Live for Beginners, has been around for almost a month now. It goes off in a couple of days. Today is Tuesday, so on Thursday, God willing, it will be off the shelf. Those who have signed on, you will still have access. You have lifetime access. But for those who want to buy it, now is a good time to buy it. The website is fabhub.teachable.com. This is where you get the course. This course will help you to do your Facebook Live show like mine confidently, because I give you the skills, strategies, and tools that you need in order to be able to do your own Facebook Live video, even if you've never done one before. It's really easy. I promise you. I'll take you through it step by step by step by step. Okay, Rosemond, I see your message. Hi, Kezia. Felicitas, hi. Thank you for watching. Good. So business goal setting. I use a 4P strategy in literally everything I do. Okay, I would like to say everything, but no. Sometimes I forget some of them. But then when I mean business, especially when I really want to achieve something, I use this 4P strategy. And it's simple. Pray, plan, push, and play. Pray, plan, push, and play. Please, can I have someone typing that in the comments for me? So the first P is praying, and then planning for the second P, then push like how about 10 years ago I pushed my last born. My last born is almost 10 years now. So push, those of us who are ladies, we know what it means to push. It is not a funny joke to push, right? So yes, push. And then the final one is to play. So I'm going to talk about them. And if you see me looking down, as usual, I'm looking on my notes so that I say the most important things I want to say. You know how I am. Good. So the first one, I believe with regards to prayer that we are children of God. We are fabulous children of God, actually. In it, Are we not fabulous children of God? We, as fabulous children of God, God has created us all for purposes. And whatever it is that we do, whether it's our businesses or it's our family life or whatever cause that we are passionate about, it is God who has laid that inspiration on our hearts, and we do it for his glory. I know that sometimes it's nice when you do something and people are congratulating you, but for me, what I do is I try not for it to get into my head and think, oh, it's all my doing, because Charlie, God is enabling me. God is making it possible for me to do it for his glory. So even if in the process I get congratulations and all, I have to always remember that this is really for God's glory. And so for that reason as well, we have to inquire of him. We have to ask him. We have to pray. Basically, that's what I mean. Before we start anything, like, you see, let me read from, I'm not preaching here, my people, please, I beg you. For those who are prophesying that I'm going to be a pastor, I beg you, let it land here. So I'm going to read from Proverbs 19:21. I love this scripture, although I can never remember where it is. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. That literally is so true for me. I have so many ideas running through my head at every point in time. Sometimes I just get confused. One of my problems, and let me confess here, is at the beginning of every season where I have to plan, like at the beginning of a quarter, usually, or maybe like a year or something, sometimes I get so confused because out of the many beautiful ideas I have, I don't know which one to run with. I was telling one of my mentors, I believe, that I know that I can achieve whatever I put my mind to. The problem is, which one should I put my mind to, Anyway, so this is just me talking about my wahala. But our plans are many, our ideas are many, but it's only the Lord's, purpose that prevails. And this is why we have to ask God, like, really inquire of him, pray and ask him for direction. Okay, so I have never heard God literally call me and say, Amma, organize breakfast with the girls or do girls trip or whatever. He doesn't tell me in those, like plain words. That's not what I mean. If God speaks to you, hallelujah, please tell me some of the things he's saying to you. But he drops ideas in our spirits and he gives us like a strong conviction. Thank you for the heart. So you see that something that you want to do, you feel like this is it. Sometimes you don't even have any concrete evidence as to why, but you can feel strongly in your spirit that this is it. And that, those are some of the things you can use to indicate that this is what God is asking me to do. So the first thing really is to pray. I mean, look at this year, for instance. So I was reviewing some of the goals I had for the year, for 2020. Some I was so offbeat, when I planned it. It didn't happen because along the line, I stopped focusing on that and then pivoted. But why? Because COVID came. God knew ahead of time that COVID was coming. You and I didn't know. Even when we heard of it in China, we were still traveling, doing our thing, thinking that, it's not going to come anywhere close to us. But look at where we are now. So God knew that, right? But we didn't. And this is why we have to tap into his, we go to him, you're like, Daddy, shall we about to plan again? What is it that you want us to focus on? I hope you get me. So the first step is just to pray. And I really like to do simple prayers, like 2 sentences, 1 paragraph. I'm more than that. Even the Lord's Prayer is a very simple prayer, For me, it doesn't have to be complicated. Some people may want to fast, which is beautiful. Like if you want to fast, even ideally this exercise as well, you want to do it when you go away, like away from home. So the funny thing was, yesterday I was doing mine, and then my kids, oh God, my son, every minute wanted to come and sit by me. And I'm like, God, I just need 1 hour. I just need 1 hour for this exercise. It was not funny, but in the end, thank God I managed to do it. My vision board is over there. I still have to stick the stuff on it and then I'm done. So yeah, anyway, ideally, if you can retreat to do this, if you want to fast too, it's fine. Just make sure that you're praying. However you pray to God, I mean, you have your own style. I don't think there's a one way that we all do it. So pray. And then in the template, so the template that I've asked you to download, you see that you'll be able to actually fill in the template with your prayer, but you can also use like your journal or diary or something to write your prayer. That's also fine. So I've talked about pray. The second one is to plan. Planning for me, I start with dump, like dumping stuff that's on your brain onto something. So in the templates, there's a space where you can write the different ideas that are coming to you, that are dropping in your spirit. For me, something that works for me is during the course of the months or weeks or day, when I get ideas, I like to write them down in my journal or my diary. So this is a good time to visit that diary and then also, consult, see the different things that you've written down, the different, sometimes you are just going somewhere, you're talking to somebody and an idea, a very beautiful idea comes, but you're not ready to run with it, but you think, oh, this thing will work for my business. Now is a good time to consult all those kinds of ideas. So you put them down. You can put them on the template if you've downloaded it. If not, you can use your journal or whatever for 20 minutes. So for me, I set the alarm for 20 minutes and then I just write. And in this period, please, this is not the time to say, oh no, this one is not possible. Just dump everything that is coming to you, every idea, every business that you think that you should even attempt. Maybe you want to start a new project. Maybe you want to build a new office building, or maybe you want to do a girls trip as one of your new products, or you want to write a book. Anything that is coming, don't stop yourself from not doing it. Just write. You are writing at this point. You are writing. This is quite a good exercise, So just write. 20 minutes. You'll be able to write a lot in 20 minutes. Don't stop. Even if you are stuck and then you feel like you don't have more to write, it's okay. Just sit and relax and allow ideas to drop in your spirit. Don't push it. Don't worry yourself too much. A lot of the things we want to do, sometimes we know already anyway. So just write them. At least for me, that is my truth. So after you do the brain dump of the different ideas, then I am recommending choose top 3 goals that you want to focus on in the quarter. Why do I say choose top 3 and not do 10? Last week in Mind Your Business, I talked about how one of the goal setting mistakes I used to make was trying to do so many different things at the same time. It doesn't work. And the funny thing is, I feel like I've conquered this and now I know how to narrow down, but I realize that even when I feel I've narrowed down, still I'm doing more than I want to. So these days, like in a day, I'm just like literally working on one project. And by the grace of God, yesterday I was able to publish my book because I just focused on it, So what I want to say is narrow it down. Pick top 3 goals. It could be top 3 projects. Try not to pair projects that like will take you all over the place when you are trying to pay attention. Like one is here, the other is there. I used to do that where, let's say, in that same season, I want to organize a girls' trip. At the same time, I want to do breakfast with the girls. And then I want to go and bid for some big projects, which are all time consuming. Try not to get yourself into that trap. Focus on what is giving your resources, what you are able to do. Push yourself, of course, a little, but be able to do it. Giving your resource, especially if you're a mother, you're nursing a baby. It's not everything you can do at that time. So you bite what it is that realistically you can chew, and then you chew it. And please, when selecting your top 3 goals as well, this is what I want to say. Make sure the goals are smart, I like to explain the S in SMART with simple, but a lot of people say specific. So simple, and then I for what? Hey, I forgot to know. Please, someone should remind me. No, not I. SMART. So simple, M for measurable, and then A for I like to, with my A, I like to ask a question. Are you willing to do what it takes? Instead of saying attainable, because it is attainable if I'm really willing to put in the work. And then R for relevant to the business that you are in, whatever it is that you are doing. whatever goal you have has to be relevant to it. And then T for time bound. We know these already. So just remember that you want your goals to be smart so that you can, when it happens, you can say, oh, I have done it. This is what I wanted to do. And it has happened. And it also helps you to say no to the things you should say no to, and then yes to the things you should say yes to. So that is it. And then please determine the key milestones for each of the goals that you have. So for instance, if your goal is to do a PhD or start a PhD, because I don't think you can finish a PhD in 3 months. If your goal is to start a PhD, maybe something you might want to do is book an appointment with a certain professor or somebody who's going to coach you through the process. You get what I mean? So book that appointment. That is not a milestone. That is like a first step you will take. But then maybe a milestone will be where you have your, what is that they call a PhD? The proposal. A milestone may be to get the proposal approved. That, hey, go on ahead and then do the PhD, right? Please, are you feeling me? You're feeling me? Please give me some feedback. Give me some feedback. So I've talked about praying and planning, and I have 9 minutes. So the next step is to push. Now, like I said, if you've got the template, all this is on it. I'm just explaining the template, and then you can use it. For those who are not able to get the template into your inbox, please send me a DM, a private message, and then let's sort it out, okay? So we're talking about pushing. Please, each single day of your life, in that period, that 3-month period, take an action towards your goal. Maybe you are now joining. I said earlier that I've been able to publish my 3rd book as of now. Yay. So this book, I had it on. I finished writing it like over a year ago, but this girl was just never publishing it. I was dragging my feet. Finally, by God's grace, I've been able to publish it, and I'm going to share it with you, or actually as a Christmas present very soon. And what I did for the past few days, every single day, including Sundays and Saturdays, I have taken a step, or I took a step towards my goal. Even today, I had to take a step towards it because when I published it, I realized there was something I needed to change. And so I took a step. So this is what I mean, like every single day, the step doesn't have to be so ginormous for it to be recognizable as a step, but take it. Like, even if it's a tiny step, and I have realized how this thing works. So the book I'm going to be recommending we read in January is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I love this book. It talks about, tiny, atomic steps, like atomic things that you do, and it all adds up to the bigger picture. I have seen this work personally in my life and in my business so many times. Every single day, whatever action you can, take it. And like I mentioned in his book, the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, he also mentioned how every day in the morning and in the evening, he reads over his goals. That is something you might want to do. I do mine just once a day. I go through my goals once a day. I have my vision board here. I have another one here. I have another vision board on my laptop, like a mini vision board. I have one on the laptop. It's, in my prayer book. Like, I want to be able to see my goals as many times as possible, so that, because I've seen the power of keeping your goals in view. And so the thing I would say about pushing is, please, every single day, take a step, and then also keep it in view. And then finally, please get somebody accountable. Have an accountability person. Speaking of accountability, so this is a private joke. You may not get it. Forgive me. yeah, but you want someone to be asking you, so Amma, how far with that book you said you wanted to write, or how far with that event or that contract you were chasing? You know, you want that person. And I've spoken about accountability several times. If you're watching on Instagram, there's a freebie in the link in our bio that you can download that gives you information about accountability partners and masterminds and all that. And then, of course, for those of you who join my group coaching for startups, I am your accountability partner, and I will chase you. I will chase you so that you can focus on your goal as well. So yeah, that is it for planning. I've talked about brain that. No, sorry. Did I say planning? Pushing, taking a step towards your goal every single day, keeping your goal in view, getting accountability, and the final one is to play. Play, like play. Okay, so I define play as in having fun. It could be in many ways. For instance, as you are actually doing the thing, the goal, as you're pursuing it, have fun with it. That is very important to me. Like, I believe, like when I die, yeah, I want you guys to say, Amma Duncan, she loved to have fun. Oh, please, you have to say that. Even if you didn't see me having fun, just say, hey, Amma Duncan loved to have fun. I like to think that I'm young at heart and I enjoy my life. I think that God's beautiful earth is to be enjoyed. So I love, whatever it is that I'm doing, I like to add fun to it. But that is not the only play I mean. Play can also be in terms of the milestones. So let's say with regards to the PhD example that we gave, we are talking about business. I don't know why I'm talking about PhD and business, but anyway, let's say your goal is to start your PhD in 2021. And so for quarter one, the milestone is to get your proposal approved. When that proposal is approved, you may want to celebrate with something. I don't know what fancies, what tickles your fancy. So yesterday, as I was going through my own goals for quarter one, I remember sitting there thinking, so how will I celebrate? I couldn't believe, like, nothing was coming to mind of what I wanted to do to celebrate. Like, I kid you not, I couldn't think of something. But then it was today that something came to me. I was like, oh yeah, this is something really nice I would like to do for myself. So this has to be like a reward. This is your way of saying thank you to yourself, your hard work for all that, celebrating you, so that you know that, hey, I've done well, I'm happy, I'm proud of myself. So that's your play. For some people, play might mean to go to their village or hometown and build a school or do something nice so people are saying thank you. I mean, everybody is different. For some people, hey, it's to buy that Christian, what's the name? Christian Louboutin or whatever. Or buy yourself some nice phone or some nice laptop or go for some vacay in Bali or whatever. Hey, this is up to you, and you know how much you have to see in your account, please. Don't go and do something and say, Amadanka said I should do this and it's killing you. I do not want you to die. I want you to be alive and well and enjoy. Okay, I see I have 2 minutes. So yeah, basically play is for you to say, hey, this is how I'm going to celebrate my achievement, or this thing that I've been able to do, or if I am able to reach this milestone. Try not to say if I achieve everything. I think that the journey also matters. Thank you for the heart. The journey matters. It's not just about achieving, but even the process, and we learn a lot and we have fun and all, and it's part of life. So definitely play. Sewa says God's beautiful earth has to be enjoyed. Oh, no, Sewa, yes. That's a quotable quote, right? Thank you. Yes, definitely we should enjoy. So for those of you who've been able to download this freebie that I shared, if you're watching on Instagram, it's in my link in bio. If you're watching on Facebook, you will see the link in the chat. You see that the Fabulous Woman Network shared it. Please get the link. Click on the link, download. If you have any issues, please let me know. If you click on the link, you say that it will ask you send me the file after you read a few things, and then you put in your first name and your email address so that we can send it to your email. If you check your inbox and it's not there, check your spam. Oh, Rosemary, I forgot to ask, if you're using Gmail, please check your promotions folder. If you're using Gmail, check your promotions, because sometimes they get stuck there, and then move it and tell them, hey, when Amma Duncan sends me an email, you better send it to my inbox. Talk to your emails. So, and then of course, once you get that, every week as well, I'll send you Mind Your Business or a blog post, once a week you hear from me as well. So you have updates of what's happening. Speaking of updates, those of you in the Fabulous Woman community, we have a meeting coming up. It's a virtual meeting at the end of this week, Saturday, 6 p.m. GMT. The link is in our group. Just click on it to register so that you can have the Zoom link to join us. Okay, so that's it. Let me just recap. I've talked about business goal setting, the strategy I use for my small business, because I run a small business. It's a consultancy. We do corporate training. We do consulting for some of the major brands in Ghana. We do training. We do, what's the other thing I do that I forget? Mystery shopping. And a whole lot of other things for different businesses. I also help new women in business to plan, execute, and achieve their business goals. And so for all these, for my planning for January to March, that's Q1 of 2021, the strategy I use is what I'm sharing with you. If you need help to do this one-on-one, reach out to me. I will be more than happy to attend to you. So the 4 steps I've talked about are pray, plan, push, and then play. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, all of you, for reaching out and joining. For those who are going to watch the replay as well, thank you. Please don't forget to share this if this has been of value to you. And my time is up. And please do not forget, Facebook Live for Beginners is closing. The cart is closing on Thursday, God willing. I don't know when I will relaunch it, but hopefully I will relaunch it at another date. But thank you so much for joining me. I wish you all the very best. The link, Rosemary, I can't breathe. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot to say it in the promotions. So if you're using Gmail, check your promotions. The file will be there. You'll see Amma Duncan's mail, and then you click on it to download. So you will download onto either your phone or tablet or laptop, whatever it is that you're using to open. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for the love. God be with us all. Until I come your way, God willing, next week, Tuesday, with Mind Your Business. You're going to be minding our businesses, yeah? Bye. Ta. Toodles.